Hello! I am Kasasagi Usagi, and I am here with more Final Fantasy XIV. We are approaching, slowly but surely, the conclusion to it. Oh shoot, I forgot to join the Discord with Q. So, we will not hit the end today, but we're gonna get pretty close, I think. Hello, Miss Q. Hello. Alright, are you ready? Let's go. I know. If you wanted to run to the Crystallarium really quick and change your outfit, because we will have some cutscenes. Unless you get the armor for your in the next dungeon, you're going to be doing cutscenes in that outfit. You don't care? Okay. I did not want to. I was like, the chances of me getting the armor in this dungeon is crazy low, so I'm just going to change my outfit so I look nice for the cutscenes. China's is looking not a little anxious. There's no point in worrying about such things now. I'll get back to my calculations. You, meanwhile, should go and rest as your friend suggested. My wife and the exec should be in the tavern. Why don't you join them? Oh, and Akali? Thank you. The exec? He went outside a moment ago, my dear. I would have thought you'd have seen him. He kept me company for a short while, but then he came over rather pale. He's clearly been straining himself, the poor thing. Anyway, he excused himself, saying that he needed a breath of fresh air. Weak as he looked, I did offer to go with him, but he assured me he would be fine. I do hope he's all right. She's very sweet. No, we're right here. I thought he was behind. Ether. Did you get that one? Oh, you've been busy. The exec does not appear to be nearby. Shoebill. Don't walk. Run to the shoebill. Oops. The exec does not appear to be anywhere in the vicinity. There is only the shoebill, gazing unflinchingly southward. I love you, shoebill. I hug the shoebill. There he is. Not yet. Get him!
The future is where my destiny awaits.
Do you remember that line, Miss Q? It has been said to us before.
Forgive me, I was lost in a dream. I needed some fresh air and thought to rest for a moment. It would seem I am more fatigued than I realized. Too much time away from the tower, I fear. It drains me, leaves my body frail and weak. Though, in truth, it is debatable whether I can still call this my body. When first I turned my mind towards the salvation of the world, I came to the conclusion that it would take many long years, many more than remain to me. And so I made myself one with the Crystal Tower, that I might live indefinitely. I am but an extension of it now, hence my weakness the farther I travel, and the longer I am away. It has been quite a journey. But thanks to you, the end is in sight. My wish will finally be fulfilled.
I wish I didn't have this dumb-looking staff on my back.
How goes the construction effort? Then this may be the last moment we have to ourselves for a while. Come, sit with me. Tell me, when all of this is over, what will you do?
God damn it. The panty shots. I've done it again. Why couldn't you sit literally any other way? A collie! It's just up. It's just up. I'm so mad about this. I changed my outfit so that the cutscenes would look nice. I'll settle matters with the Empire.
Ah, yes. Even should we succeed in forestalling the 8th Umbral Calamity, the spectre of war will remain. But to declare your intent with such easy resolve, you truly are a hero's hero, my friend. But whatever it is you decide to do, I have every confidence that you will do well. For you have the strength to forge your own path.
It's the fucking scene with it's the parlay meeting with the fucking Emperor Varys all over again. Same shit, different character. His skirts need to be better. Thank you for the bean, Tax, Yak, and Squad, and Q.
You will leave countless lives better than you found them, and the souls you touch will never forget your kindness. Then, in trying times, when you question your worth and your choices, they will raise their voices to remind you of the difference you have made. And thus will your deeds come to affirm your path. Remember this.
Is it quiet? I've actually turned it up. I turned the music back up for Final Fantasy. Can you double check that for me, Q? Yeah, all my sounds are exactly the same as they have ever been. Am I quiet or is it just the game? That's weird, because I even turned up the game from what the games usually are. I will turn it up more. But it's all I can do until I can actually fuss with my settings in-game. What will you do when this is over?
When this is over? Indeed. I once told you that there are things we can ill afford to lose. Things, I said, though in truth I spoke of a person. One who is unaware of the full extent of my plans. Though she deserves to know, I have good reason to keep my counsel. I have come to terms with this in my mind, yet my heart yearns to lay everything bare. For she is my inspiration, and I would give much and more for the chance to speak with her as friends, with no thought of concealment. Should she indulge me with her tales, I would regale her with my own, about my efforts in Northrend, perhaps. Though, ultimately, that tale is more yours than it is mine. Then, I would ask her about her next adventure, and if she should wish me to be a part of it, oh, how happy it would make me. Together we would travel the lands and cross the seas and take to the skies upon the eternal wind. My heart swells simply to imagine it. But all of this is contingent upon our victory in the coming battle. The people of this world have entrusted their hopes to us. We cannot fail them. Nor those who roused me from my slumber. Thank you for your company, my friend. Let us return to Amity.
Ugh. Miss Q, I'm gonna fuss with sound settings. I just heard the laundry go. So if you want to do that, while I fix. Yeah, it's pretty loud. Was he still quiet in the cutscene? So if I turn the game volume up anymore, the whole game is gonna be peaking. It shouldn't be. But no, my OBS is fine. I genuinely do think it's a Twitch problem. I'll bump master volume up to 80. But I can't do any more. I can't do anything more in OBS. I have noticed when it's quiet in stream on the VOD, it does seem to balance itself out. But let me see if I can listen to my own audio. Oh Jesus, it is really quiet. Oh Jesus, it is really quiet.
Thank you, me. I guess I will turn it up more in OBS. Well, if it's loud on the VOD, it's loud on the VOD. Let's see if oh, that does sound better on stream. Yeah, okay. No, I turned up. When I switch screens, Final Fantasy doesn't continue to play music. No. It is so high on OBS. I have to remember to turn that shit down. Alright. I just worry it's gonna be super loud on the pod. No, it's good. It's better to know. Worry not, my friend. I'm much revived for the fresh air and your fine company. Of course. Now then, let us turn our thoughts back to the task at hand. Your Radiance, I have taken the liberty of quashing the vile rumors that your heir is possessed by a devil. With the nation in the grip of war, we may rely on patriotic zeal to prevent them from resurfacing. And what of Emmett Selk? He has taken himself to the first, to usher that world to its end. Or so I believe. He did not disclose the details of his mission, having ever preferred to work alone. Even to those who have known him since the beginning, his actions can prove unpredictable. I am no stranger to his ways, his joys in playing me for a fool. Full many times have I been conceived I was acting of my own volition, only to discover all was as he willed it. My dear grandfather. On the subject of our esteemed colleague, his last report, though brief, didn't contain one item of interest. You have doubtless wondered why the scions of the Seventh Dawn have not taken to the field of late. It is because they are no longer in the source. The hero of the science has journeyed to the first, as have her comrades, albeit incompletely. Their bodies yet remain here, in the source. This presents an opportunity. If we can defeat the Alliance prior to the Scion's return, we may eliminate their order at a stroke. And with the Scions gone, none shall remain to thwart our plans. It will be but a matter of striking down the hero upon her homecoming. Which, lest you forget, is essential to the realization of our objective. Of both our objectives. Though Heidelin's meddling, her champions threaten to wrest the reins of fate from our grasp. The world is at risk of being dragged down the false path. One which will never see man reclaim his true form.
'Tis unthinkable that he should supplant us, incomplete as he is. Such a devotion is abhorrent, and it must be stopped before it is too late. The hour is come, your radiance. Order your armies to march once more. Crush all who stand in your way. This is your heart's desire, is it not? To seize a victory that is yours and yours alone, for the future of Garland. Oh dear, you do not wear the mummer's motley well. I was never one to take an interest in tedious conflicts. The whereabouts of my one true friend, however, they interest me greatly. I but hope the beasts of this forest are providing her proper sport. I would know every detail, Lord Xenos. Or would you rather I called you Elidibus? Huh. Unexpected. Most unexpected. That immortality should be within the reach of one with a borrowed echo. You have outdone yourself, Xenos, yea Galvus. I have no particular attachment to that name, but I am rather fond of that body. Without it, I cannot enjoy my hunt to the fullest. Your secrets or my flesh. I care not which you give me first. The choice is yours. It's not meaningless. No, it's not meaningless. The Elidibus and Emmett Silk are working in tangent because the source needs to have a spark for which the world that they are destroying can latch onto. That's what Emmett Silk was talking about back in the Ocular. The very first world they ever tried was the 13th, and they ended up ruining it. And so the Void and all the monsters that they talk about from the Void Scent and everything, those are just the dark versions of Sin Eaters. They turned the world completely dark, but didn't have anything on the source to ignite it, so the world just sort of became that essence. It became all dark. If Elidibus doesn't cause a spark on the source, then that happens to this world. They need to work in tandem to make these two things happen at once, so that one world can rejoin the other. Otherwise, it just engulfs itself. So their goal is something. They spark a calamity with Black Rose, which the Empire is using, and that triggers. That's the spark that this world needs to become completely engulfed in light. And then, or that's what this world needs, so then it all becomes light, but then it also joins the source. Unfortunately, because he was drinking Emmett Silk's Kool-Aid and believed that the Garlean people are the one true people, and that they will all be rejoined into the He's on board with the Ascian plan, though he does not understand it. That's what he was talking about in the parlay. think he believes he will survive. Well, there's also Emmett Selk has a lot of power over Varys, if only because he is the great-grandfather. He is still technically family, despite the origins, and there's a story that we'll read before we get into, it's one of the short stories, but all Varys wanted to do was make his grandfather proud. Emmett Selk was having none of it. So there's an inferiority complex there, and if he can do this, and if he can do this thing that Emmett Selk wants, then maybe he will be good enough. Yeah, it's not talked about too much game-wise, but yeah, so Elidibus is doing what he needs to do to make this happen. What Emmett Selk is not conveying is that Light Wardens are being destroyed. He's just kind of watching this happen, but I think Emmett Selk, well, obviously you know Emmett Selk is scheming in the shadows. So, they are doing this so that the first gets destroyed. That is their plan. Varys? Oh, he's in the Kool-Aid. He's part of the Kool-Aid. The Exarch is back! Thank heavens! And it seems the sea breeze did him a world of good. I do hope he managed to get a spot of us. Judging by the portionless look in his eye, China's has something important to tell. Right, so while the two of you were away, I received word that everything is in place, meaning we can proceed with awakening the Talos. Once we imbue the magic, it will stir itself and immediately carry out its designated function, namely, taking Mount Gold in its grasp. Akali, we may be certain that Vothu will not look on in idleness as we beat a path to his front door. Once our plans are set in motion, there will be no turning back. So see to your preparations as meticulously as you may, and I will give the order to proceed as soon as you are ready. Give the word, and I will relay the order to awaken the Talos. Engage. Very well. Let us begin. Big gulp.
Word from the Exarch. All is set on his side, and we may proceed when ready.
Yeah, we'll bring you, Yang. But be ready. Be over here and ready. You will have to DPS if you want to come.
Well, we have sufficient stone for our needs.
Likewise, preparations for the imbuing have been made according to thine exacting instructions.
That's a miracle indeed, yeah.
Then you need only say the word.
Let us begin. See that everyone is in position. We shall catch Vothu, mountain and all.
Here it comes! Yes, yes! You've not lost your touch, you clever old bugger!
So happy.
Do you see what they're doing? If its hands are damaged, it won't be able to cling to the mountain. Oh, I knew this was a terrible idea.
Vorthree marshals the Eaters to his defense. This was only to be expected. We must try and draw as many of them down to the ground as possible. It may not be enough, but we have no other choice. Is that?
Such a heartless thing, our sapling is cold and cruel and heartless. Summon us in times of need, we expressly said, yet what should we find when the final battle joined without so much as a whisper of our name? Yes, we may also have said that we Fae folk have no interest in the struggles of men, but if our adorable sapling had come crying to us for help, we would of course have flown to her aid. Of course we would. What are we to do with her? We are so very, very sad. You will play with us. Cheer us up again!
Thank you, Fael.
This I did not expect, but I will gladly accept the help. I will send word to Y'shtola and the others. Join them at the foot of Mount Gulg and be ready to make the ascent.
What is that? Hey, Mayor! Is the axe bringing the most powerful magic? Yes. Yes, friendship. She's Q said it so pure, like friendship. Yeah, let me take a look at you. Oh, you have all your clothes on for once. There you are, Akali. Yeah, Get out of my camera. Yuck. I will kill myself. It's time. Votri cannot hide from us now. Shall we? Nobody has anything. It will not be long before the signatures mark our presence. We must expect fierce resistance. Everyone is here? Good. The Talos has taken hold of the mountain. As planned, we will use its body as a bridge to reach Valthry's sanctuary. The signatures will make us work for every Yalm, of course. But we will carve a path through their ranks and meet with their master regardless. Let's be careful, alright? Are you ready, Miss Q? I guess sinking down to 420 makes sense.
So it is you. You will not defile my new paradise.
Better grab them all. I think there's 4. I get tethered. good job of keeping yourself focused. Or using your cooldown. I don't have to worry about me. You want to be in between these and away from the circle. So you're kind of back here with me. I see it.
scurrying about my domain like insects. I will not suffer it!
Just a child.
Come no closer! Filthy creatures!
Oh, yes, yes. It reminds me of a city in here. Oh, hold on. So you're gonna want to stand in the middle square. So the faces on there tell you which squares on the arena are gonna be damaged. No, you should be standing in the middle. So now middle is bad, so you're going to want to go up or to the side. Yep, exactly.
lay out my It's been there's like the entire caster set in here.
I am righteousness, and righteousness will prevail. Ah, can't you do anything by yourselves?
Belt. And a ring for you! A ring for you. Yeah, make sure you throw that bad boy on. You know what Super Bowl is, my dear? Yeah, it's like your home. Okay. So you know, if in an emergency, you can throw that back. That's true. No, if you ever think you're in danger, I am a white mage. I am made of heals and dreams and hopes. If you feel you need it, even if I blow my big heal, I can still get you. Golly. And a necklace for you.
Very well. If you will not be discouraged.
Big man slapped the ear. So this is gonna be like a monster we fought a bunch of times. He's gonna raise one hand and that's this way. We wanna be on the opposite side. While dodging all these. You ready? Then go. She bops around a lot, so you'll be right. Alright. There is some tight position. So kinda okay, so you wanna be on the edge of her circle. You wanna always have your toesies on the edge of her.
Stop that, damn you! I don't care what it takes!
The edge of the circle. Easy. And then don't be in front of that diamond. Or the circle. Sorry. A bleed puddle for you. Find yourself. So we want to be towards the one with looking at it, and we want to be at the edge of this circle. Keep her in the middle. Away from the circle. You might still look over there. She's gonna throw down dots. They're gonna go. So we want to be at the farthest one because it'll take the longest to come. And then go. I know you have a lot of one stacks. Edge of the circle. So, we can't confirm this, because it has not been confirmed. But this particular one we were fighting has a lot of musically inclined attacks, and so we believe this is the little canary. Oh no. Congrats! You've been very lucky. We're gonna take that. We're gonna... Is there anything I can do to fix this? How do I make myself not look like garbage? This might be... Oops, oops, oops. I have... That'll do. There we go. Fixed it. I was a hot mess. Can't have that. And it was very anticlimactic as I tried to fix my attire. No more panty shots. Unless...
The end is near, my friends. We have found Vorthra's hiding place.
Unrepentant villains! Will you not be satisfied until you have brought disaster down upon your own heads? By your wickedness, you stand to gain naught but ceaseless conflict. Had you only entrusted fate to me, there would have been peace for all. You could have lived bliss in my eternal paradise, free from the burdens of conscience and purpose.
Peace assumes many forms, and I do not doubt that you considered yours well worth the cost. I was even prepared to believe that the end might justify the means. Ignorant as I was, I had hoped that you might mend your ways and join hands with us. That we might strive together for the happiness of all. But no more. Your actions cannot be reconciled with your words. Peace for all, you say? Yet when you were threatened, your first act was to sacrifice your own people in order to save yourself. If your paradise can be rebuilt so long as you alone survive, it exists not for the people. It exists solely for your twisted pleasure.
Hear me, Vorthri. The people won't submit to your will, for we each have our own. I made a promise to a noble soul, a woman who saw fit to entrust me with her legacy, and I mean to keep it. Everyone who stands with us has something precious. Something that they cherish and would die to protect. They know their own hearts. They know what they want for this world. And by lending their strength to our cause, they have spoken. No matter how hard you may try to bend the world to your will, we will never yield!
Silence! Not another word! You presume to lecture me. Insolent worms. You will learn your place. With my true powers awakened, I will expunge you like the filth you are. Your demise will serve as a reminder to all that I am the zenith of mankind and sin eater both, chosen to rule over creation by right of transcendence. My very existence is virtuous. I am perfect, immaculate.
He seems disinclined to grant us an audience.
Find Vorthree. We will hold the Eaters here. Come! Let's finish this!
Yek, do you want to come to the trial? That's no good. Can you be a tank? Also, when we inevitably fail, like, don't do ad phase right. Yes, when we inevitably don't do ad phase right, because people never do ad phase right, can you throw on me and you 2Q all the defensive buffs you can so I don't die? Because I will die, yeah. You do. There's buffs for you that you can actually give to somebody else. I don't know them off the top of my head, but like if you were warrior, you would put Nascent Flash on me. So if you, while we wait for Yak to pop some materia into the gear, there's a couple of defensive buffs that you have that you can give to somebody else. Yes. I will let you know when you should put those on me. Yes. You have a couple of those on Warrior too. So when this fight first came out, and I'm sure it's no better now, although I have not done the normal version in a minute, there's a certain way you're supposed to do ad phase, and if you do it wrong, then you take a lot of damage. And if there's 4 ads you have to fight, and they'll be tethered. Whichever one's tethered is the one you have to kill. If you don't kill them, if you don't kill the tethered ones, then they buff Vothri's big attack. And so it was all you could. When it was brand new, two buffs to the ads seemed to be like just the norm, because people didn't want to kill them in the right order. And so I was a caster at the time, and no matter what anybody did, I could not survive the double ad AoE, and I would be at full health with shields, and I would just hit the ground so hard. Such is the caster life, as it has always been and always will be. But it was just like, I was like, well, okay, I guess I will simply die. It was rough. was fairly well geared going on Summoner at the time. I think. Yeah, it's not that different. When I did this as a caster, I remember the only thing I got was the hat, and it was this crazy witch hat from this dungeon. I loved it very much, and I wore it, I think, the entire way through. Okay, are you ready, Miss Q? Q says it's A-okay.
Are you so determined to die? One last chance, villains! Bow down and acknowledge your king! Your god!
He is very
Come! Prepare for judgment! This will be a mercy! To me, my servants! Feast upon these villains and their vile sins!
grab all the edges.
I will crush you! Fine! Fine if you refuse to die! I will strip you of the illusion of will! And you will suffer! Yes! That will be your punishment! Receive of me my blessing and rise higher! I will crush you! Suffer, suffer, suffer! Suffer and know your folly! I will strip you of the illusion of will! I will crush you! do you not fall?
Oh, if you want to get by yakking, look at this guy.
Why? It burns! It burns! What is it? The light surges within me. Touch me. I see now. This is the passion of my ascension. Very well. I shall embrace this trial.
He's hot.
Feel my wrath.
Then make sure to turn. Oh no, he just targeted you for the off-tank stuff. So make sure you stay to the front. So you don't hit anybody. Alright, so the best thing you can do is stand on this yellow line where you are, and the line will go through. Don't panic. It's safe. No, you weren't panicking?
Feel my wrath.
Not you, not one. Okay, so wherever she's tethered is what you want to kill. Okay, next tether. We've got to kill the rest. Okay, good. Well, okay. Yeah, that covers severely. Okay. I need your
I shall excite the sin of your existence.
Or not your debuffs, your buffs. Thank you. Yeah. No. LB3 will save this. I'm not gonna take that. I'm gonna do this. stand on the yellow, stand on that line again that I told you about? You just dodge, you just go side to side for the... To the far side, to the far side. Away from him as much as possible. Wow, that happened fast. You have got to start main team to go to the side first.
Feel my breath!
I just don't got any juice. Alright, I don't know if you were able to do these before, but they were pretty self-explanatory.
Know your place!
Keep this line, stand on the line again.
Feel my breath! Atone with your life! Know your place!
Please don't. Holy beans.
Atone with your life! Feel my breath!
Oh no, I fucking... I'll be okay. The next time that big macaroni happens, that like spins around, stay with me and I'll show you how. Yeah, just all you have to do is move to the side. You don't have to. You stay on this line and you just go to the side. No need to go forwards or backwards.
Feel my breath!
So you stay right now and you're slightly to the side, and you're good. Just like that. Right? Yep.
Atone with your life!
as fuck. Oh, jeez.
Feel my wrath!
Oh no! You got tank busted and you had nothing for it. Oh, what a circus, oh, what a show. Oh, I healed one. Okay. Did you enjoy it? Good. That's true, actually. I knew that failing 2 would kill us all. I knew it would kill us all. I was like... That is the tank busted that just beefed Q. At the very end. And she had done so. So good. I think you died more than once. Didn't you die to the lines? Let me go through my resurrection thing. No, Q. I think Q died to lines. A dramatic transformation. The result of the Sin Eater within emerging to claim dominance, I assume. There lieth the last of the light. We have secured an escape route. Do what you must. Well, it looks like we missed it all, yet again. No, it's all good. We all died. With the powers, you could have done so much good. Is that Vothri? I see. It's finally over then. Now night will return to all of Norvrant, bringing salvation to both of our two worlds. Upon speaking with Rain, several cutscenes will play in a sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Should you leave the area, you may return here by speaking with the sentry posted at the entrance of Mount Gulg. Are you ready to experience several cutscenes in a row? Please make sure you set aside sufficient time to view these cutscenes.
Why am I cast down? But it is you who are the villains. Father told me that I am hope. I am righteousness. That I am a god. That is why I was born. As man and sin eater both. I kept the people safe. They respected me. Worshipped me. How can this be? I should be the one looking down at you. Damn you! I am your god!
It's very sad.
Look! The sky!
Fools! Were it not for my decisive action, the whole city would have been overrun, razed to the ground. Yet they dare to complain about casualties? Spare me. I'll wager they were put up to it by those wretches who seek to usurp me. They're stirring up the citizenry. But if they think I will yield to the likes of them, they are gravely mistaken.
To be subjected to such deplorable treatment, such ingratitude. You have my sympathies, sir. You do so much good for this city, and you could do so much more were you not surrounded by fools.
Who are you? You're not supposed to be in here.
My apologies for the intrusion, but I come bearing a proposal, one that will ensure the longevity of your reign. But give me the word, sir, and I will bring hither a Light Warden. By giving its power to the babe within your lady wife's womb, we shall create a transcendent being, a king to rule over all. And as sire to the king, your authority will never again be in question.
Amazing. Before my Vorthri, they behave as docile pets. With this gift, my line shall be guaranteed power for perpetuity. We shall rule the whole world.
By all means, sir. United under Yulmor's banner, men will cease fighting and abandon their ambitions. Thus, they will grow fat and complacent, and in their sloth, seal your supremacy.
Are you all right? Say something! Twelve-Fourth End. She cannot contain the light. She's beginning to turn.
Everyone, he dared me to do it.
Urianger, if you've aught up your sleeve, now is the time.
It's changing back.
Speaking of siblings, thank you very much.
The combined power of every Light Warden is too terrible a burden for any one soul to bear. And so I shall relieve you of it.
Exarch! What are you doing?
I will channel this profusion of power to the Crystal Tower and use it to travel to other worlds. As I have dreamed of doing ever since I first learned of their existence. Who would choose to remain here in this dying realm when they might go elsewhere and begin anew? Not I. And thus did I use you.
No! No! I don't believe you! It doesn't make sense!
Damn you! We won't let you do with her as you please.
Do not interfere! Please, I beseech you all, let him go!
You knew of this, Urianger. 'Tis all a fiction. Such vaguely defined acts of teleportation stand no chance of success. The Exarch will never live to see another world, as he knows only too well.
Then, what does he mean to do?
He means to take the light with him into the rift, where he will die. From the beginning, he intended to sacrifice himself to save our friend and Norvrent.
At Journey's End, an opportunistic thief makes off with the hero's prize. A paltry way to end a chapter, I concede. Yet your tale will continue, and my role in it will scarcely be remembered. Worry not. Whatever should become of me, I will be happy and free, safe in the knowledge that I have played my part. Thank you for fighting for this world, for believing. Fare you well, my friend, my inspiration.
Most powerful magic of all. Gun.
Only those who possess the royal eye of the Allagan Imperial line are capable of controlling the Crystal Tower. Such individuals do not exist in the First. Therefore, in all likelihood, the Exarch arrived here with the tower. This much I had surmised, yet I could not discern his grand scheme. To think that he went through all this trouble for the sake of a single hero. It's almost admirable in its absurdity. Alas, it is not your grand scheme that will succeed, but ours.
You bastard!
Stay put. Your friend is still alive, but whether he remains so depends on you. What a disappointment you turned out to be.
Well, that's not very nice.
I placed my faith in you. Let myself believe that you could contain the light. But look at you now. Halfway to becoming a monster.
Oh, shit. What do you intend to do?
I am an Ascian, my heart's sole desire is to usher in the Great Rejoining. 100 years ago, I entrusted my comrade Logriff with the task of increasing light's sway over this world. This we sought to do by manipulating heroes. When that failed to achieve the desired result, I created Vorthri. But thanks to your meddling, that too has ended in failure.
What was your true purpose in approaching us?
By your 12, boy, have I not told you before that everything I said was the truth? You were specimens by which I might gauge man's potential as it stands. I genuinely had an interest in you, genuinely considered taking you on as allies. Provided she could contain and control the light. If not, then she, and by extension you, would be of no use to me. 'Twas as simple as that.
So, we've been found wanting. How disheartening. But even had we fulfilled your conditions, there was no guarantee that we would cooperate. What then?
Then I simply kill you all. At the very least, it would restore the world to the way it was before you went about trouncing Light Wardens willy-nilly.
Oh, guys, I'm dying.
Suffice it to say, it would be most inconvenient to have all that light taken away. And I would be lying if I were to claim his actions didn't have me worried. You still retain your form and your senses. But you have all but become a Sin Eater. Whether you will it or no, your mere existence will serve to engulf the world in light. Those in your company will likewise turn into Sin Eaters. And in time, you will succumb to your base instincts and hunt innocents to feast on their sweet, sweet ether.
Bad ending go.
Those few with the will left to fight may rise up against you. But before your absolute might, they will quickly know despair. There is no hope. We are finished. Mankind is finished! Ah, the irony. What Vorthri achieved through bliss, you achieved through despair. But I have overstayed my welcome. I shall look forward to seeing you bring the world to its knees, hero.
Exarch!
I have naught to show for all the time and effort I invested in you. He is a small token for my troubles. I did not expect that I could learn aught from man, but I may yet learn something from all the knowledge he had hoarded for his precious hero. I pity you, I do. Your friends are now your foes. If you do not kill them, they will kill you. When it all becomes too much to bear, seek me out at my abode in the dark depths of the Tempest. There, you may complete your descent into madness, with some dignity, far from prying eyes. Till then, I bid you farewell, Eater.
Ah. Finally.
Oh, we're really in it now, Artbert. I know, that's what I said when when we were running there. I was like, oh, Yak brought the most powerful magic of all. And then Q was like, friendship? I was like, no, the gun. Gun. What happened? No, Q was already the Gumby.
After you collapsed, Emmet's self vanished. Then Reen did what she could to stay the raging of the light within your body. Thanks to her, you're still you, but she's only delayed the inevitable.
Thank you for sippies.
You're not going to like what you see, but you still need to see it. It's like this all over. The whole of Norvrad is shrouded in light again. And it's because of you, and the power you absorb from the Wardens. No one knows but your friends. When they carried you down from the mountain, they told everyone waiting below that they didn't understand why the light had returned. Now they're out there trying to allay the people's fears, while searching for a way to save you. If you're well enough to be up, you're well enough to get some fresh air. Better that than stewing in here. Go on. Go.
I'm so used to the ears by now that I'm just like, they just bop all over the place. It's just part of who I am. They took them off for Archivant's death scene, which I felt was a great disservice. They wouldn't let me wear them. Archivant would have wanted them on. It's true. Let's go grab this last quest and then we're gonna call it here. The bunny ears stay on. The manager of Sweet seems surprised to see you up and about. Oh, miss, you're awake. You were injured during the foray on Mount Gold, yes? I was here at my station, as always, when they carried you in on a makeshift stretcher looking disturbingly bereft of vigor. And to compound my worry, the sky has, well, I'm sure you've seen, is everyone rather concerned, to say the least. Seeing you up and about is the first good news we've had in a while, assuming you feel strong enough, which you may have consider a stroll around the city to reassure our anxious citizens. Ragai was one of those who helped convey you to your chambers, and he has visited several times since to inquire after your condition. Okay, I am almost done. Well, well. Look who's back from the dead. Aye, it was a grim sight. Your companion looks fair ready to drop when they brought you in. So I offered a helping hand. Couldn't bear to see them struggle so. And you, my friend, I feared you had one foot in the grave. Cold and lifeless you were, like a corpse that was somehow still breathing. When they told me some evil bastard went and snatched our poor exarch away in the midst of the chaos. Wicked white, what is this world coming to? Somebody's talking about fashion over here. And I want to see what fashion they're talking about. Hold on, this is important. Damn it. I have to finish this conversation. Bah! But moaning never solved a thing, did it? Nay, it's times like these that we Crystarium folk stand tall and do what needs to be done. Trade with Yulmore is back on the table. We'd best make use of those resources to fortify the city against the Eaters, or whatever misery the fates deem fit to throw at us next. Speaking of misery, Chesamel is worried sick about you. A healer wringing her hands is not a sight you ever wish to see, let me tell you. I don't see them, but I know that they're talking in my chat box. Gosh dang it, I wanted to know what fashions they were talking about. Oh, sweetie, you're alive! No one's been allowed to see you. Even Sparix, Churrigans were forbidden from making visits. Rain was kind enough to tell me you were showing symptoms similar to Eater corruption, so I suppose there was a little any of us could have done for you in that case. As for your companions, they've been rushing hither and yon, seeking a cure to your condition. I worry to see their faces grow ever more haggard every time they pass through the Crystarium. I shall let them know you're awake, and when they come to see you, sweetie, please do convince them to rest a bit. They won't be helping anyone if they're all about to collapse from exhaustion. Ah, and our own Morin has been little better, I'm afraid. He hasn't left the cabinet, too busy with his nose buried in some dusty tome or another. Confound it, this is the same thing as the last. Mayhap I should approach the problem from a different perspective. Akali, it is truly you, and not some figment of my imagination. Oh, but this is wonderful. 'Twould seem our prayers have been answered. Feeling otherwise helpless, I've been scouring our shells for the wisdom to explain this most worrisome conundrum. Why, with all the Lightborns defeated, has the light returned to obscure the sky? I must have pored over 100 tomes, but no definitive conclusion seems forthcoming. So many questions I would pose to the Exarch, and thus do I feel his absence all the more keenly. Now that you are awake, however, I am hopeful the search for our stolen steward might begin in earnest. Katniss, meanwhile, leads the Crystarian Mean in preparations for battle, though against what foe we are as yet uncertain. Why not pay her a visit? I expect seeing you upright would be a much welcome relief. I heard you break all your bones. But the rest of you, to shreds. Akali, alive and well, I see. You gave us all a proper fright, you know that? Not a day's gone by that I haven't heard folk worrying that what's to become of you or the Exarch. Anyway, I'm glad you've recovered enough to stand. You're not planning on striking out straight away, are you? I was hoping to have a better look at your equipment. If we'd been able to provide you with better weapons or sturdier helms, then maybe you would have won the day and the Exarch would still be here. As such, we're keeping busy consulting each other on new forging techniques and designs and the like. If you could stand still a moment, I'd like to assess your gear we're trying to improve. Aye, well, that's some fine work, I must admit. It wouldn't be impossible to make something better, but we'd need to have experiment with different patterns and materials, and I'm not sure what we have. I'm not sure we have that kind of time. That sounds like a challenge that he would enjoy. Greetings, Gelnard. The Master of the Stairs is running his own errands now, is he? Aye, well, my servers are distraught enough as it is, and I don't want to crack the whip too hard. But never mind that. I'm thinking about our genius and his emphonaries are the perfect answer to this predicament of yours. And by genius you mean old Gernald? He is a man of unrivaled gifts, I won't argue with you there. But what good does his talent do us if we can't bloody find him? No one's seen hide or hair of Gernald since he wandered off some years ago. You know what he's like once he latches onto an idea. He's probably cloistered himself in some forgotten cave, completely absorbed in the latest creation. I wouldn't even know where to start looking. That does make things difficult. Still, if that eccentric is someone you're destined to meet, I'll wager he'll show up soon enough. In my time at the bar, many's the tale I've heard told of strangely fated encounters, even if a few of them might be stretching the truth just a bit. We'll keep our noses to the grindstone for the time being, but on the off chance you do encounter Gernald, you'd be wise to take advantage of his brilliance rather than wait on our slow and steady progress. This is all talk for when you're fully recovered, of course. I'll let you get back to convalescing, eh? Before you do that, you're actually the reason I came over here in the first place. I don't suggest partaking of my stock until you're properly well, but if you're passing near the stairs, then I've got a regular who's eager to meet you. I'd best be getting back. Just because the world's coming apart at the seams doesn't mean we have to follow suit, now does it? Here, here. We can't forget the heart upon which this city was founded, or the Exarch might not have much of a home to return to. And that is where we will call it. I think, there's definitely a place I want to... Oh, I hit level 80. Yes! Finally. I got wings, baby. I think there's a certain part I want to get to by tomorrow, so we might end up going a little over to make sure we get there, and then we can probably finish on Thursday. But if we have to go over on Thursday, that shouldn't be a problem. How you feeling, Miss Q? What? Oh. I'm good. We're apparently dying. It happens. Q asked me, I think it was Saturday when we finished, and she was like, we're level 79. And I was like, yes. And she's like, and we have to deal with Mothri. And I was like, yes. She's like, I don't know where Emmett Silk comes into all of this. And I was like, don't even worry about it. He will show up when he needs to, and not a moment sooner. I had the same thought process though. I was like, we have not yet dealt with Mothri, and we're like 78, 79, and I was like, we'll surely Emmett Selk will surely be dealt with via the patches. He decided he wanted to be dealt with now, so here we are. But yes, thank you so much for being here. We will be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. EST with more Final Fantasy XIV. I think Carly will be here the whole week, so able to experience the conclusion. No troubles. And then I will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. EST for more Darkest Dungeon. I'm actually going to be streaming again in about an hour and a half because the new Apex map is out. So we're going to do a little bit of that. So I hope to see you there. I know that's a bit late for some of you. I have so many European viewers that cannot watch the late streams. So if you can be there, I would love to see you there. Otherwise, I wish you all a very lovely evening, and a big thanks to Yak for helping us through those two things. I know they were a little... that innocence fight was a little bit spicy. Have a wonderful, wonderful night, and good night, and goodbye.